Hello, my name is Marta and I'm going to talk about my final degree project called Design and Implementation of a Real-World Data Capture Platform for Breast Cancer. So contrary to data from random clinical trials, which are carried under experimental contests in controlled environments, real-world data is heterogeneous and general data from real-world situations. The aim of my project was to design a software tool to capture better this kind of data by using a smartphone application. I decided to focus on breast cancer as it is one of the cancers with the highest survival rate, and also it is one of the most diagnosed cancers in the world. Among different kinds of real-world data, I decided to focus on physical data obtained from a wristband, from a wearable device, and also on patient-reported outcomes. What are patient-reported outcomes? Patient-reported outcomes is this data obtained from the perspective of the patient. Normally, we capture this type of data through questionnaires administered to the patient, in which we ask the patient about how they feel following a specific treatment. And just by listening to the patient, we obtain very valuable information. For example, if we have a patient, if we have a drug and we are administering this drug to a patient, and the patient is suffering adverse events or secondary effects regarding the drug, then this patient is not going to be keen on continuing taking the drug. So at the end, the results are not going to be good because of this. Nowadays, we have many different software solutions such as clinical decision support systems, but the thing is that we do not have this kind of data implemented in those systems because this data is difficult to collect and it has to be done periodically and in a personalized way. We cannot apply the same rule, the same questionnaires to all patients. There has to be different questionnaires to each case and it has to be done in a real time. So for my project, I had to look for how to do these questionnaires, which outcomes were important. And I found about ICOM, which is the International Consortium of Health Outcomes Measurements. So in ICOM, they have standard sets for breast cancer. In those standard sets, we can find the most important outcomes to measure and the way that the questionnaires have to be designed in order to collect them. So I designed the questionnaires according to these standards, and I found the tools to transform automatically those Excel questionnaires into HTML files, which could be automatically displayed in the smartphone application. So this is one of the major innovations in my project, as well as that the smartphone application is an hybrid one, which means that it has been programmed in a way that it can serve not only to Android mobile smartphones, but also to iOS ones. My project has room for improvement as the interface achieved is not as user-friendly as I would like, so I still have to work on it. And also the outcomes could be analyzed and the application could offer some feedback to the patient. Also, all the data obtained could be integrated into a clinical decision support system, which has not been done. And also the input data could be extended to many more kinds of data. For example, it could be integrated with electronic health records as well.